Hi guys, Risa here, and I'm back with another episode of Dandelion, which is brought to you. I'm actually recording this slightly after the last one I recorded, so I haven't seen any of your comments or anything on how many days I should do, so I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 days in this one, make it like a 20-minute video. So for this video as well, like, leave your comments of like how long you think it should be. And we're just gonna jump right in. We started the game, like, actually in, like, terms of, like, what activities and stuff we're doing, and we kind of, like, learned the basics. So let's just get right into it and get started. Today is June 5th. Hee-jung spent the day drawing at the art club room. Art skill slightly increased, stress slightly increased, and pressure slightly increased. Okay, so stress is super high if we look at like this scale. Actually, I think this is the first day where we have like the after school activity that doesn't have like that cutscene, because yesterday on this game had like a little cutscene where we didn't go to the art club room, we just went to class and came home, and we had the little, not really cutscene, but like we played with the animals. And then we did this, whereas now we're just cutting straight into this. So, I don't fully remember if this gets rid of stress, so I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for it. So, napping. I'm tired. Maybe I should take a rest. I was staring out blankly when the black cat suddenly appeared in front of my face. You surprised me. Oh, thank God. Duty moderately increased, stress greatly decreased, pressure moderately increased. The day is over. I should take a rest and have a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is June 6th. Okay, maybe these days go by a lot faster than I remember. The first couple days take a while. Oh. Whoops, I did not mean to click that. Anyways, we were at class. It's not that important. Stress slightly increased, pressure slightly increased. Okay. Let's try here, because the spotted rabbit is here. So, let's try. I feel like he's not. Ooh, we did encounter him. Okay, so I was right. He hangs out in the room, and I think most of the time it's a bookshelf, but I think he also goes for the closet, if I remember correctly, because I think he's like the fashionable one, if I'm correct. I could be completely wrong. I'm trying to, like, the more I play, I'm like trying to get back to what did I do for the demo? What did I do for the demo? And so I think he was either the bookshelf or the closet whenever he's in your room. So, studying. You encountered the spotted rabbit. I'm gonna try to catch him. Okay, yeah. The terrified look on his face is so cute. Mwahaha. So, if I'm correct, the spotted rabbit is the tsundere. And I love tsunderes. For those who don't know, a tsundere is like when they act like really tough and brash, and like they act like they don't like you and they're really harsh towards you. But then like you find out later on that they're actually like really nice and they're like care for you deeply. They just aren't good with their feelings. That's basically essentially what a tsundere is. They're like my favorite trope of guys. And so because of that, I typically always go for the tsundere character first. And so I'm really good at dealing with them. And the best way to deal with a tsundere is not to be like meek, but to meet them with like the same amount of attitude. And so that's why instead of just staring at him, I went for try to catch him, because basically like tsunderes, like they pester you. So like the best way to get back at them is to pester them. I don't know why that's a real thing, because in like real life, I don't think life would work that way. Like I think it would just make both people hate each other. But for some reason in anime, and especially in otome games, if you meet tsundere guys with just as much attitude as they give you, like if they talk to you in a mean way and you talk back to them, like that's actually most of the time better than if you were to like be meek and back off. So, I don't know why that's a thing, but sometimes it just allows for, like, moments like this where it is just super funny. Like, you don't even get that the bunny's a tsundere yet, but then, like, you do something like this and it's just so cute. I enjoy it, but I'm also used to, like, doing things, but yeah. So, art skill slightly increased, stress greatly increased, pressure greatly decreased. The day is over. I should take a rest and have a fresh new start tomorrow. Today is June 7th. Hee-jung went to cram school. Stress slightly increased, pressure slightly increased. Okay, so stress is raised again. Okay, here we have... Okay, so Jisoo has 0 points, Jihae has 0 points. Jiwoo has 2 points out of 7, so we're like slowly getting there. Jiyoung has 0, and Jiyoon has 0. Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe we had gotten 1 point for Jiyoon because we did meet him first, and then like we met Jisoo the other day, like on the couch, kinda. That wasn't really a full interaction, but okay, so we're gonna go to the bedroom. I'm gonna say, because we want stress to go down, I think if we sketch, it will lower our stress, but I'm also not sure. It's been a while since I've played, oh god. You encountered the orange cat. I'm gonna smile at him. Smiling at Jiyoung makes my heart warm. Jiyoung is probably the easiest route to get, like, it's super, like, I think that's why he has more points, like, the rest of them are out of 7 points, but he's out of 9 points, and I think the reason for that is, like, just because you get points easier with him. I was about to paint something when the orange cat came closer. Eek, wait a minute. If you step on the paint, then walk on the paper, your footprints. Heart gauge greatly increased. Okay, so your heart gauge is like basically as you interact, like it will like raise the heart gauge, and like when you fill it up, you can unlock more things. Like some activities on here are locked, so that will allow you to like either, like I think you can lower your stress or your pressure, or you can unlock a new thing. I could be wrong. Okay, so heart gauge greatly increased, art skill greatly increased, stress slightly decreased, and pressure moderately increased. And I also just realized I didn't point this out in the last one, but they do have it color coded, so when things are good, they're green. If they're bad, they're red, when it tells you like what you gained from that activity. The day is over. I should take a rest and have a fresh new start tomorrow. I feel like I'm gonna say that probably 10 million times during this stream. Not stream. During this thing. Okay, now we get a cutscene. Work harder. Keep busy. I need to put more effort than the others. Otherwise, I'm just one of them. A+. I need to get an A+ on everything. Oh, I hope having her pressure moderately increased didn't push us over. If your stress or your pressure increases high enough, you basically have an existential crisis, and at least in the demo, if you got that, you basically just kind of like lost the game. Well, not necessarily lost the game, but you basically ended up either like one of two things would happen. You either had an existential crisis and lost the game, or you ended up in a situation with your friend whose name I forgot, Hee-yoon? Maybe? Whoever your guy friend at the art club is, you basically end up in a situation where he confesses to you and is kind of like yandere, and it's like not good. So I'm hoping the pressure didn't like go over. Oh, it probably did. I have a save file where it starts me off like, so I can like redo this if need be, but I prefer not to do that. Okay. I heard that so-and-so's GPA was... Yes, I have to register to an English cram school. I have to work on my... Yeah, I have to work on my English. I have to work on my English, apparently. And I have to make sure I get a good grade on my TOEIC test. And I'll join a club. It'll look good on my resume later. The professors will think of me as a well-rounded student. Why are you always so busy? If you keep that up, you'll end up with no friends soon. That's so hard. Like, trying to maintain, like, school, like, work itself, a social life, like, having, like, extracurricular activities, and, like, a job on top of that, that is so hard. Like, even if you take, like, less classes, or, like, easier classes, like, it's still hard to balance because you still have, like, homework, and then, like, you have your clubs, and if you're an officer of the club, it's even more, and then, like, your friends, like, you don't want to, like, miss out on things because you want to have fun and, like, de-stress, but then, like, you also need money to do all of that, and, like, long story short, life is rough, man. Being an adult sucks. I feel like I relate too much to this character, but that's actually good, I guess, to relate to the character. I have to meet my friends during the weekends. Maintaining friendship is also important. It seems like you put on some weight recently. Are you working out enough? Okay, no. Never weight shame somebody, especially if their life is so busy. Like, because then that could be a multitude of reasons why they put on weight. Like, it could just be their body type. It could just be their metabolism is slowing down. It could just be that they're like me and stressy everything. Or they just don't have time to, like, work out. Like, don't ever, like, weight shame somebody, especially if they just put on weight. Because, like, people are self-conscious, and you don't know their level of, like, self-confidence, and that's just a no-no. We're getting, like, way too much into, like, my life advice about what to do, but okay, sarah. I have to work out. I have to be slim. I need to give people a good impression. Okay, so, like, I know this takes place in Korea, and we're going off on another tangent, but, like, I know that it's, like, a typical thing for, like, people to be, like, on the slimmer side in Korea, but it's, like, that doesn't mean you have to be slim. Like, so many K-pop idols go on, like, these awful diets. And by, like, awful, I mean, like, dietitians literally say, like, they should not be dieting like that. Like, you shouldn't have to change your body to conform to society. Like, I always get, like, called out by people because I'm slim, but it's like, it's my body type. Like, I stressy, I don't eat healthily, I don't work out. It's just, I have a high metabolism. It runs in my family. But there is no reason you should have to, like, try to make yourself slim like another person, like me, or like somebody else, if it's not your body type. Like, be who you are. Be comfortable in your own body. Don't listen to what society says, because society makes up things all the time. Like, don't conform to society. Be your own person. Anyways, back to the game. I can't lose to other people. I have to work hard in everything. I need to lead a busier life. I need to be in the first place. Being first is everything. Being second is useless. Mom, why do you think I invest so much money into these studies that you put me up to? Why? That's what I want to ask. Why do you invest so much into me? To what avail? I have a feeling this is a stereotypical case of either a helicopter parent or the mom living vicariously through her daughter. Or both. I don't know anymore. You go to such an average college. It is not acceptable to be anything but the best in this mediocre environment. And what about finding a job? An average college, but I worked really hard to get in. I'm not pushing myself hard enough. I can still do more. I have to be busier. Higher test scores, more school activities, stronger self-discipline, and then a flawless resume. Otherwise, I was soaked in sweat. I woke up to a killer headache and felt extremely thirsty. I touched my face and felt something wet. I have this recurring dream. It started ever since my parents divorced. Okay. It always comes back to haunt me when I'm about to overcome it. I always forget her parents are divorced. Like, I know her dad's, like, not in the picture, but I thought, like, he died or something. And I feel extremely lonely when I wake up from it. No one knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrow. Or nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows. Isn't that nobody knows the troubles I've seen? I think that's a song. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think there's a song where it's like, nobody knows the troubles I've seen, or something like that. I could just be imagining it. No one noticed when I was crying alone in the dark. No one paid attention when I was sick. No one. Dude, it's a big mood. Sounds of footsteps. I heard footsteps. I must have woke up the animals. I can't read, apparently. I looked out to the door and saw, it's the spotted rabbit. Aww. Did I wake you up? Or are you here because you're worried about me? He was probably like, what the hell is going on? You're just like screaming in your sleep. I'm trying to sleep. Go to bed. A pair of gleaming eyes are watching me in the dark. Thank God. Thank God I'm not alone. Okay, at first, the thank God to, like, a pair of gleaming eyes watching me in the dark. That sounds kind of creepy. Like, I know the connotation is like, oh, hey, like, here are, like, one of my pets. My pet is here for me, at least. But, like, also, it could be, like, kind of creepy, like, there are just eyes peering through the dark. Thank you for coming. He's so warm. So this is how it feels to be with someone after a nightmare. It makes me feel relieved and gives me comfort. So on the plus side, at this point, we're not losing the game. This reoccurring nightmare would always put me in great distress. Even though I don't live with Mom anymore, even though she no longer sends me to cram schools against my will, I still behave as if I'm living with her. Whenever I wasn't making myself busy enough, I'd feel great pressure and anxiety. I was afraid of spending time doing nothing, wasting time. Why are you crying? Is this your way of getting attention? That's mean. That's not it. I feel like I'm going to be abandoned if I fall behind others. That eventually no one will need me and I'll be left all alone. I feel scared. Dude, I relate to this character so hard. Like, this is like 1 in the morning Marissa right here, where you're just like thinking about life and you're by yourself. Anyways, back away from my depressing life to this depressing life. Sob. I could never cry in front of other people. But I felt that next to this small creature, I didn't have to hold myself back anymore. Just the fact that he's close to me is enough. That was just what I needed. Okay. Now that whole long existential, like, horrible nightmare is over, I think I'm going to end it here because it's roughly 10 minutes. I think we got through 2 or 3 days. At first I was like, oh wow, these days are going, like, so quickly, but when you do get something like that, it does take up more time. So I'll probably do 2 to 3 days. I don't know, let me know down in these comments or in the comments of the last video. Like, I'll check either or. And just let me know what you think. If I should make the episodes a bit shorter, like 25 minutes, or keep them roughly 20. Anyways, tell me what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.